Welcome to the Quibber channel. I am Jason, your host. I hope you're having a good day. Bert is here with me, Beryl's here with me. Oh, Beryl wants to come on. Oh my gosh, let's get you on. I just woke up, so I think I've caught up with some of my sleep. Sunday, I think it's Sunday. Let's just check my... Things good. So we're going to make something simple this morning because I don't feel like actually doing much. My brain is still half asleep. He's so beautiful. So beautiful. Hello, Nini. How are you, Nini? I'm good. I'm just waking up because I've slept in. I just woke up at noticed the clock was like, ooh, I managed to sleep in. I must have really needed to sleep after being at Munchies and that. So yeah, I'm good. So we're going to do a simple meal. It's going to be, I'm going to do my normal rice risotto. So yeah. Bertie's happy, Beryl's happy. All is good. So let's sort this out. I do it in the Instapot because it's nice and simple. But before I do anything, I'm going to have my tablets. Because we have to have my tablets. Hello, Parker, you wonderful person of Parkerness. Right, so we're good. We're good. So we're going to have rice and veg and something else in there. We're going to make a risotto, like a ricey risotto. Let's get the big. Let's put it there. There. We put it there. Then we'll put stuff in it. The first thing we should put in it is rice, funnily enough. So we need about 75 grams of rice. About, because I don't measure things exactly. It's been a while since I've had rice, so rice. We have rice that goes in the Instapot. There we are. Rice. It is the rice of happiness. I'm going to get one potato. One little. I'm going to get a potato. If I can find a potato, no, we found potato. This potato's got a hole in it. Put the potato. Right, we've got a potato. Ooh. So, one potato today. So this is a basic meal because I'm still waking up. I'm just going to quarter, cut, and one potato into the rice, the bottom of here. Rice is in there. Yeah, I always try to go both Friday and Saturday. You know, I haven't missed a Munchies show in 8 months. Even when I had to move house that weekend, I still set up my computer in there and managed to actually do. So I'm there all the time. It's like my second home. It makes me happy being. So I always try to be there every single thing. I haven't missed one at all. Right. Now let's add a couple of sausages. fine. But look at the sausages. Sausage. We found the sausages. We found the sausages. The frozen sausages have been found. Okay. Yeah. Well, the problem is, most of the people that go there are American. So, we've got some sausages. So we put 2 sausages in. If we can open the pack. Opening a pack is hard. 1, 2 sausages. Yay. The sausages are done. Now, we've got here some casserole mix, some root vegetables which can go in. We've got a little bit of frozen spinach. 2 of those little pieces of frozen spinach shall go in. And a little bit of normal veg as well. So, right, that's all done. Now I can put this all away. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's sad. And the one last ingredient, because I can't have stock in my meals and that, because I can't have normal stuff, so I use one of the soups that I can have. So this soup, which is just a normal vegetable soup, goes over the top of all this. To create the stock for it. We have about 300 ml of liquid, and this goes in the Instapot for 9 minutes. Water's in there and I've given it a stir. And that's it. Anything else with it? Yeah, I can sit down and talk. So we've got all that going in there. Put the lid on. Right. Anything else? Yep, no salt or spices. Because I have high blood pressure, so I never add. There's a tiny bit of salt in the soup, so it doesn't need it. And the soup also has spices in, so that adds to it anyway as well. So those soups that I have are the basic, cheapest ones, which don't have all the extra crap in them. And that meal will do 2 meals. It does my lunch, and what's left of it I probably have with some potato croquettes or hash browns for my afternoon meal. So yeah, I've started doing a lot more singing. I mean, as far to go, as you saw, I went to different open mics yesterday, as well as going to thingy, because I wanted to push myself to see what I could do, to see how much I could. Because yesterday was the first time I went to other places to sing that wasn't Munchies. And tonight I'm going to a place as well, which is going to be awesome. Oh yeah. There's so much going on. It really is. And it's just really nice. I'm really happy about how everything's going. I've set back up my normal laptop in here. Yeah. Lovely person, Rose, wasn't it? It's wonderful how you meet people in VR chat and get to know them. Connecting with people in VR chat can happen so organically. So yeah, I put away the Surface Pro because we did the tests with the Surface Pro and we saw what it could do. The next thing is on later in the month when Vida comes to visit me and he brings this HDPC little tiny PC. That is going to be my test bench in the kitchen that will be set up for everything. I'm thinking this month I'll have to decide. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's funny thing is, last night, before I did my stream, I wasn't feeling up to streaming because I was so tired yesterday. So I just wandered around. I ended up at another place, another big, what is it? Big open mic place, and I ended up. The guy liked my energy so much when I did my song right at the start that he asked me to co-host it. So I spent 2 hours at that place co-hosting an event with him, with Squirrel, the person I just met. So that was fun. Of course, I should have been resting. But it's amazing what doing this kind of thing, what doors it opens up for you and people you get to know. It's very easy, just like in life, just like in other things, to find your 5 or 6 or 10 or 20 people and insulate yourself with them. But the thing is, this is why every day I make sure I go to a public world. This is why I make sure I step out of that comfort zone and go somewhere, because I might meet someone else, someone new, someone special, someone who I never would meet if I didn't go to that new place. Very happy, actually. I'm just gonna let's see if I can log up my Facebook. Where's my Facebook? Which Facebook is this? I'm trying to see if I can log into my other Facebook. If I want to log out of this account, unfortunately I have to use Facebook sometimes because is this the one? Get into my Facebook account so I can just send a message to Vic. It's normal. It's normal. It's a very normal part. And the thing is, when we meet these people and we look at our life, of course, well, think about me, Nini. You know, every time I go for turn on a stream, I analyse myself. I try not to. And every time I do a song or every time I'm going to thinking of doing a song, I take myself apart. This is why, Nini, I've never listened to one of my vlogs. This is why I don't actually... When I've recorded this vlog and I've uploaded it, when I do the vlogs and that, I purposely don't listen to my own vlogs, because if I listened to my vlogs, I would analyse them and they'd never get uploaded. I would take them apart. This is why I don't edit any of my stuff. It isn't just that I want it to be raw and thingy. If I did open the can of worms of just watching one of my videos, I would start to take myself apart. So I can't do that to myself. It's a horrible thing that we do to ourselves. And especially if we've dealt with depression and everything like that, it edges it all in the wrong direction. So I'm going to send a message to Vic. The person who gave me all those paw. So I'm going to give a I did a video yesterday that I wanted to send. Make sure he sees that video, because when people actually give me stuff like the discs for the Amiga and that, I am so appreciative of that. So let me just go in here and grab the Earl. Yeah. You could have, Nini, you could have what's called seasonal affective disorder. It means when the weather's like this, when during the winter and that, when things are dark and thingy, it affects your body. Seasonal affective disorder, or SAD called. I don't get that. For some reason, I don't get that at all. Yet. And of course that happens as well. So it's really special to connect with people. Like every time I do a stream, someone new might come along. Someone new might watch one of the videos that Azil did about me. And someone new might come to my channel. And we get to meet them. And then they might end up on the server, and we might end up gaming. And they may become a part of our little extended family here. So it's wonderful. It is really wonderful. I'm still wearing. Look at it. This. Got to go. I'm still wearing my This is my VR. This is my VR little top I wear for going VR. Why do I wear this? Let me show it you. Let me show. Inside here is internal pockets, and inside each pocket is a 26,000 milliamp battery, which feeds through my arms to my controller. So I've got one of those batteries at 26,800, so I can stay in VR longer if I want to charge my, if I want to put my controllers on charge while I'm in VR. Oh, they're heavy. They're heavy, but once it's zipped up, I don't feel the weight at all. Once this is zipped up, oh yeah, these are proper. These battery packs are amazing. These battery packs, these Rad Power battery packs, and that. So they just sit in there, and I just zip this up, and I don't feel the weight. I don't feel the weight when I'm actually in VR at all. It's the power bank shades, like the power bank share. So it's 26,800 milliamps, which is enough to recharge. I could basically stay on VR for 24 hours and I wouldn't run out of power. Yeah, because I can do the same. If I've got this on and I use my Quest 2, I don't often use my Quest 2, Parker, but all I would have to do is run a cord from my Quest 2 down my arm, down my shoulder, and into one of these battery packs, because each one of these battery packs has, each one of these battery packs has 3 connectors, so I can connect 3 things. I can use these two battery packs not only to power my actual controllers, but I could power all of the full body tracking as well. Yeah, I love them. I love them. My favorite kind of clothing. You'll always, during the winter, you will always see me in a hoodie. Saves electricity. So the doggies are sleeping at the moment, lying down on their little place. Let's show you a picture of the doggies with me. I'm glad you got your DroidCam working there. The DroidCam software is very, very good. So let's so Bertie's over there by the food bowls, as per normal. Carol's over here. Carol, they're both just lying down and resting at the moment. Bye bye, Owen. When Bertie decided to come and say hello. There we are, Bertie. Oh, you're beautiful little doggy. Oh, you're sweet and beautiful. I love using the camera like this as an action cam. It allows me to move it around easily in the kitchen. If I'm doing anything specific. You want to love, don't you? You're a good dog. Yeah. Oh yeah, why not, Tio? And wherever makes you comfortable and whatever you enjoy. Little. If you'll notice in my room, watch this. Yeah. You'll notice I've got these big 75-litre things. I've got 3 of them in this room. And this is because this is my one of the issues that I face sometimes. So these are full of water. I've got 2 there, 2 big 75-litre water butts there, and 1 just over there. And the reason I've got them is because of you've seen my big boxes of 80. I've got 80. Turn that off. You've seen my big boxes of ramen. So basically, at 2 o'clock one morning, my brain woke me up and said, you know, if the water gets turned off and we have a disaster situation, how will you eat? And I thought to myself, hey, I've got all that ramen and I've got all this stored food in the cupboard. It says, but where will you get your water from? And so I couldn't get back to sleep until I had basically sourced and bought this 230 litres of water storage to make sure my brain can say, yes, now you can cook all your ramen. If for some reason there's a disaster and you lose access to fresh water. So that's what my brain did one day. And so that's why I have those 3 big water butts in here full of water. It's food grade plastic. Hello, Noah. Yay, Noah's here. It's food grade plastic, so they can just sit there. Yeah. Yeah, because our brains, autistic people and people who are dealing with anxiety and all those kind of things, we can't easily lie to ourselves. And I can't lie to myself anyway, but you find there a lot with people who are dealing with anxiety and all that. Whereas people will say these wonderful words to you, everything's going to be fine. Your brain will scream, no, it's not. No, it's not. Because of this, and this. So you have to create situations for everything that your brain will say. And it's not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing. The whole point is this is a good thing. Knowing that if anything happens, I've got like 2 months worth of ramen and I've got about the same amount of water in my house if there was a disaster in the UK. Helps me to sleep better at night. And I have to live that way because I can't ever just put it off by saying everything's going to be okay. We've seen too much. We've seen too much recently. It's quite justified to keep these kind of things in your house. To make sure you've got a stock of food in your house. Yeah. Yeah. Morning, Bendo. I saw you at the show last night, Ben. Bendover was at the show. Boy, I saw Bendover. I love that show. Oh, yeah. I always feel so humble. It's like when you're sitting there at the front and you're sitting next to all these people that are so amazing. It's very hard for you to realize that you're also amazing and do all this. It's crazy, but it's so much fun. But yeah, my brain has a very much a what if. It's like the reason I've got the solar panel in the backyard is in case the power goes out. It's a single solar power panel. That single solar panel in the backyard charges 2 12-volt 100 amp batteries, which means I've got a total power resource in the backyard of 2.4 kilowatt hours, which means I could charge my laptop. I went out. I could charge my phone. I could charge all my batteries. It doesn't need any maintenance. It's like what I did. I bought the batteries are what's called AGM. So they're actually gel batteries. So that the batteries are to 112 volt. Hello, Vida. Yeah, 2 batteries that are... See, normally if you use normal batteries for a system like that, they can leak and you've got to keep an eye on them. You've got to top up the liquid and all that, and you have to watch out for the gases. But those 2 batteries are what's called... In fact, I'll find the exact ones that I bought. Let's go to here and I'll show you the ones. Let's go to my orders on here because I bought many. They were very expensive, but it was investing in a system. So we're just going to my returns. So it's 8. Okay, so if I go to this. Alright, so see if they can find the exact one that I've got. They're heavy, like 35 kilograms each. So let me go back one bit. These are like them. Mine are better quality, but these are pretty much the ones. They're sealed batteries. You know, no maintenance. You don't need no. You don't need to clean them or anything. You don't need to clean them. That's not as good as the ones, but these AGM batteries, they're completely sealed, and you can just put they're deep cycles, so you can draw nearly everything out of them without causing problems. And this solar panel that I've got propped up in the backyard just trickle charges them. And there's enough power there for me to power this system, to recharge all of my battery packs, to charge my phone and my Steam Deck, and keep all of that stuff going pretty much indefinitely if I had to. And the actual solar panel, so I've got them two in line. So instead of having instead of it being a 24 volt system, it's a 12 volt 200 amp system. And now you work out how many kilowatt hours you have is you times the voltage by the amps, and you get basically 2.4 kilowatt hours. And that's how much power. You can't draw all of that, but, and I've got you hooked into a 300 watt pure sine inverter, which turns it into the kind of power in the house. And I plug in a battery charger in there and so on. Works really well. I built in. Yeah, the panels I've got. I'll show you the panel. The solar panel I've got. 280 watt or this is the kind of thing. They haven't got the exact one. Oh, it's the. This is only the 200 watt version, but let me show it you. Control V. That is the flexible monocrystalline. The version I've got is a 280 watt version. In fact, this is the same kind of one. It's a 280 watt. And basically, that is, because it's flexible, it's meant to be put on a narrow boat or something. You can walk on it. And it's got like a pebble dash effect on top of it, which means the water, when it rains, cleans it. It stays clean just by the water cleaning it from rain. Every time you have rain, it cleans itself completely. And the nice thing about this solar panel is it can work with ambient light as well as direct sunlight. Yeah. So, and basically that's built to be walked on. It is built to be on top of a narrow boat, and basically you can walk on it, and it's incredibly strong and flexible. So you add that whole system together and you've got a solar panel system that it's not enough to run the house or anything, but in an emergency, I could charge my phone, I could charge my everything in the house. And that helps me sleep at night, because at night when my brain wakes me up and says, oh my God, what happens if the power turns off? I can just think, hey, I've got a solar panel set up in the backyard. And if the power goes off, I've got torches in every single room of the house, and I can charge things via that. I would still be able to do my vlog. I would still be able to do my talk to all of you. I'd do it all on that little 65 watt laptop. Because that's the whole point. Because these, let me show you. These are the new. These. Yeah. Oh yeah, I would love that. That's the plan. When my mum passes away, if there's any money left, I'm going to invest it in a solar panel setup on the roof. This is the new generation. This is the new generation. I've done videos on it. This is the new generation. Let me bring up my thingy. Of battery pack. Now, where my old battery packs, these ones that I've got in my pockets here, these ones are from 2016. These can only output about 5 watts. The amount that a normal USB 2, a USB 2 cable can take. Yay! Vida can be my sugar daddy. So this one can just power, it can't do USB-C, it can't do extra amounts, doesn't quick charge, it just does 5 watts per thingy. These are the old ones. But this one, this beautiful little device, which I've got 3 of these, this is a 65 watt. This can power my laptop. I can charge this with my solar panel and pretty much infinitely power my, 65 watt. This can output 65 watt. It's got 20,000 milliamps. So it can charge the Steam Deck. It can charge the 65 watt laptop system. And it's beautiful. No, it's not. Let me find you the page for it. Let me find you the page for my thingy. They're quite cheap as well. They're cheap, and I buy whenever I've got some spare money. I'll buy another one. Let's go to my orders, and I'll find you what it is. Move further. So this is a beautiful, hello Bendo. Yay. Bendo's here still. So this is a Baseus power bank, 65 watt, 20,000 milliamp. Battery pack. It's got full power, PD power, distribution 3.0 QC. It's all the new stuff, and it's really good. And so with one of these, I could charge my Steam Deck. I could charge my thing. It's got 83%, and I don't keep it at 100%. And it is beautiful. It can fast charge if it needs to. So on. Yeah, currently unavailable. It's available in my country, but not available in your country. So in my country, it's £62 for each one of these. And these are freaking amazing. You can power a laptop with them. And so these, if you've got a few of these and you can charge them in cycle with something like a solar panel in your backyard, then you can pretty much, if the power goes out, you can permanently keep your laptop and your Steam Deck and your portable router and your wireless connection to the world charged by these. So it's pretty amazing, the products that you can get. So yeah, they're very good. I try to buy one every few months, so I've got a stock of them, so that if the power ever goes out, I can just use them in cycle. So I've got to always remember that even if the power went out, I've still got to be able to do my vlogs and do my therapy. And so that's what they're there for. Because even if I couldn't upload the vlogs, I could still make my vlogs. I could still do the stuff in front of the camera. But yeah. Of course, in a power out situation, I wouldn't use this laptop because this is a power hungry laptop. It draws about 150, 180 watts. This laptop I'm using here, this is the one that had the actual server on. But that little Samsung that I had in here that I can do all of my cooking programs on, that one only draws 65 watts, so that can charge it. And the funny thing is also, even if you've got one of these batteries, one of these kind that can only put out 5 watts, if you turn off your laptop, this will slowly trickle charge it overnight. So you can still do that, you can still charge it. It just takes a longer time. Well, yeah, my brain is all about making sure I've got backup plans on top of backup plans. It's like having the Berkey, that big silver thing there. That Berkey was bought so that we could filter the water for power, but I still use it all the time now. And in theory, as horrible as it sounds, that Berkey is one of the best proper water filters out there. Let me show you a link to the Berkey. The Berkey is expensive. To buy the full system, it's about £300. But the filters that you get with them, the carbon filters that you get with them, last for something like 60,000 gallons. I've got a set in there, a set of filters in there that I put in there in 2016, and they're still running fine. It hasn't needed a new one since then. So it's got dual filters in there, and those dual filters filter everything. You can, in theory, and it might sound gross, worst case scenario, you can live using a Berkey. I'll get you a link to the Berkey. It's one of the... Okay, so this is the Berkey. This is the bigger version. And you get a set of the actual filters with it. And those filters have lasted me 6 years. So that's the Berkey. Now the Berkey is so good that you could, in theory, I could go to my local canal, get the dirty water from the canal, or from a rain butt, or from just a puddle, dirty puddle on the ground, put it through the Berkey and it would be drinkable water. I could also, in a situation where the utilities have gone down, I could save up, I know this sounds gross, I could save up my pee, and you can put human urine through it and it filters it to the point where it's drinkable and usable. So in theory, the Berkey is like, not only is it good for filtering normal tap water, it is actually possible to use it in any kind of disaster situation to have a permanent supply of water, no matter what. Because the thing is, people, in this world of ours, we've realised over the last few years how vulnerable we are to disaster. If nothing else, the war in Ukraine, the COVID-19 and all these other things, the climate problems, has proved to us that shit can get real really fast. And even though a lot of us mostly live in very lucky situations and live in wonderful places, first world countries and that, and we think everything's fine, it's amazing, and we've learned over the last couple of years how quickly shit can go down and problems can happen. None of us are invulnerable to that. So the Berkey has paid for itself over and over and over again. Yeah, I mean, same with me. It's with having these water butts and stuff, and having the they had a special. I mean, it's like these packs of ramen. These packs of ramen that I've got here. These were on a special. Yeah, this is a special. This was on special. It cost me about £10 for 80 packs of Random. About £10. It was on a special on Amazon one day. So I just bought as many as I could. And they are the lovely ramen type. And you know, I can just add a bit of water to them. And you can have food. I know it's not brilliant food and it's not... Yeah. No. How dare they, Parker? So I'm going to show you what the thingy looks like, the meal that I put in, the risotto type thing. I'll show you what it looks like when it's cooked. Open them in. Just this to open. Move it up. So let's have a look at it. That's the risotto type thing, ready to eat. Yay! So when Vida comes, we're gonna have a treat. We're gonna order takeout from one of the places around where I live, because there's a few takeouts I can actually eat from. So when Vida's here, we're going to order takeout when he comes to visit. Hey. But no, I'm very happy. You're all wonderful. So I'm going to eat in a minute, and then I will do my normal afternoon stream and see what happens. We never plan much, do we? It's just, I hope you all have a wonderful day. No, just order an Uber when you actually get off the train. They're like 2-3 minutes. Like I can check now. I can check. Let me see how many Uber cars are in the area for you to get from the thingy to my house. So let's go to my Uber thing, bring it up, and let's see how many people are, how many cars are around here at this moment in time. There is, at the moment, the closest car is 3 minutes away. The next one up would be here in like 5 minutes. The next one would be 10 minutes. Yeah, there's 3 cars within 5 minutes of me right here. Yeah. Yeah. Because while I live really close to the train station, Vida is bringing a little computer for me, so he can't really carry that all the way to my house. And I'm gonna give you my mobile phone number and my home number for you to put into your phone just in case you have any issues, so that we can get you up to mine. So I'll be right next to the phone. I'll have the phones with me in the house, so that if you, once I'll give you them later today. In fact, I'm going to go into and pick up those right now, so that I can just remember. I'm going to give you them in Discord, so that. Okay, so this first one, I'm going to give him in here. So Vida. Yeah, I'll put your phone in. So there's that. That's my home phone number, because just in case the thingy, and I'll also give you my main primary cell phone, so that when you copy, there we are. So you've got both of them there, and I'll put yours in my phone as well. It just makes it easier, because make sure that both of us can keep in touch, and that the trains are usually on time for the main lines anyway. So yeah. So I'll be doing a stream in the afternoon, and then we'll do all that and have fun. You are all wonderful. Splendiferous. So apart from Vic, who bought the discs, that you're the only person, Vida, who will have visited my house within the last, mid last year. I think my sister came over mid last year, and apart from that, you're the only other person that's going to be visiting my house. But like I said, anybody who comes to my stream, who gets to know me, I'm not an idiot. I won't let a person come on to my stream and say, oh, I want to come visit you today. No, but if we get to know someone, and that, anybody who visits my stream, if you're ever in the UK and want to visit me, then I'm open to that. My sister is doing well. I think they're just getting over COVID. They got COVID over Christmas, but they're doing okay. I don't see, my sister and me are not as close as we could be, but she's my sister, and she has her own life. She has her own family, and she works and that. But she's a good person. Unfortunately, I don't think you've heard the story of my mum, and how my mum actually went through some trauma herself, and she split me and my sister up. She lied to both me and my sister, and unfortunately, we only found out like 2 years ago, just how much my mum lied to each of us. My mum was a wonderful person, but for some reason, my mum wanted to split me and my sister up, so that we wouldn't be close. And so for 15 years, me and my sister didn't talk to each other. It was crazy. So what happened was this. We think my mum had a bit of a mental breakdown. We can't ask my mum, because when we found out what had actually happened, my mum was already suffering with dementia. And so my mum couldn't tell us why she did this. So that's another one of those things where you never learn what's going on. But basically, she told my sister that I had sold all of her dad's stuff to buy a computer, which means my sister hated me, so she never talked to me. And my mum told me that my sister had ransomed her children, and said she wasn't going to let my mum see her children unless she gave her some money. So I thought my sister was a monster. And because I trusted my mum completely, and because I never talked to my sister for 15 years. And then we found out what had happened and that she had lied for some reason, and we don't know why still. My mum didn't like my sister, sadly. And I think she just wanted to split us apart. So me and my sister have a relationship now and our friend, but she has her own life, I have mine. We're not close like we would have been if we had known each other for those 15 years. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm glad she's okay. I mean, I built a VR computer with my old Oculus Rift and that for my sister ages ago as well. So I did that for them, which was nice. So I'm going to go and eat now. I'm going to eat things, and then I will see you all later. I'll probably do a vlog when I get back upstairs. I will, and I hope you both have a wonderful day until I see you on stream again. So bye bye for now. My extended family. You're all part of my extended family. Yay.